we're discussing about alpha 1 agonists. Okay, phenylpheniramine, oxymetazoline, they increase blood pressure. Okay, you can apply for hypotension if your blood pressure low. Understand? Okay, now come to this. Prazosin, doxazosine, trazosine. These drugs, if you block alpha 1, what happen next? Vasodilation. Okay, so if vasodilation, then resistance decrease. If resistance decrease, then blood pressure.
decrease
So you use for
hypertension.
understand. You can use alpha blocker for high blood pressure, but alpha blocker is not a first drug used for not a first choice. We have a lot of drug for blood pressure. Okay, this is the last option for blood pressure. Understand? Alpha blocker, not like patient come to you and having high blood pressure, you just give alpha blocker. No, no, no. We have other very safe drugs. Okay, so alpha blocker also an option for high blood pressure. Understand? Alpha blockers used for hypertension. Okay, understand? It's a one drug used for hypertension. Alpha blocker. When the person must keep in mind this property. First dose effect. First dose effect. What is this effect? If you give alpha blocker to one patient come to you having high blood pressure, that patient eat that medicine, take that medicine, yeah. After that, what happens? That patient suddenly, suddenly, blood pressure fall. This known as first dose effect. You must explain to patient. If you're taking alpha blocker, I'm giving you alpha blocker. I'm giving you alpha blocker. No need to worry about it. When you take this medicine, your blood pressure suddenly go down. You don't need to like go outside, go for walk, go for running like this. You just take a rest. After taking this medicine, just go to bed. Otherwise, if you like, you take this alpha blocker, suddenly blood pressure fall, you can fall outside, you're going outside, yeah? Because it's a sudden blood pressure fall. It's known as first dose effect. With the first dose, suddenly blood pressure fall. Why? Because very strong vasodilation. It's known as first dose effect. Understand? What is the first dose effect? The person blood pressure going very low. Understand? Patient come to you with high blood pressure, hypertension. You give the alpha blocker, suddenly blood pressure fall, the patient feeling dizzy, dizziness, patient a bit drowsy. No need to worry, you must explain to patient this happened with this drug. Clear? So I will take a bit rest, not take a walk, not go outside using this alpha blocker. Clear? This is the first dose effect of alpha blocker. Alpha blocker, so alpha blocker we use for hypertension. Done? Alpha blocker we use for hypertension. If you remember, phenylpheniramine and oxymetazoline we use for red eye. Remember? Vasoconstriction, redness finish, red eye. If person have red eye, you can put drop of phenylpheniramine and oxymetazoline. Okay. You also use for if your nose closed after rhinite, you have flu, common cold, nasal congestion. Yeah. If you put drop of phenylpheniramine oxymetazoline in your nose open will open. Congested nose. It's known as decongestant. D. What mean congestion? Stasis of blood. When blood accumulated at one side, not a congestion. Okay, is a pathology term. Decongestant. Decongestant. So phenylpheniramine and oxymetazoline causing decongestant. These are decongestant. Clear? So what they're doing? This part, decongestant, nasal congestion in common cold, everyone know flu, having nasal congestion, stuffy nose, yeah? So stuffy nose, decongestant, phenylpheniramine oxymetazoline, they open your nose. We can use drop. If with common cold patient come to you, you also can use, you give With other medication, also give if patient say, hey, doc, my both nostrils are, I'm feeling it's totally closed, I can't take breath. So you can use drops in that patient. Put 2 or 3 drops on both sides on nostrils. Okay, so nose can that person can feeling better. These are nasal decongestion. Understand? So come to this point here. What is the side effect of prazosin, trazosine, and doxazosine? So the alpha, when you block this alpha receptor, what happens? Vasodilation. Understand? Vasodilation. If vasodilation in nose, what happens? Nose again close. Congestion. Nasal congestion is the side effect of alpha blocker. Understand? Clear or not? For nasal congestion, you use what? For nasal congestion, we use oxymetazoline and phenylephrine. Yeah, these are alpha stimulating drug. Done, because they stimulate alpha receptor. Okay, so alpha blocker. If you block alpha receptor in nose, because this drug going in your body, yeah, so also act inside the nose vessels. So nasal congestion is one side effect. Nasal congestion. This clear? Second side effect. Second side effect, this blood pressure going down. Hypotension, second. First one, nasal congestion. Second side effect, hypotension. Clear? Alpha blocker used for hypertension, not the first line drug. It's the last line. At fourth or fifth number, we use alpha blocker. Okay. Alpha blockers used for hypertension. Alpha blocker having first dose effect. Explain the first dose effect to patient must. Okay. What is first dose phenomena? First dose effect, by using alpha blocker, the patient blood pressure suddenly falls. Not allow the patient after taking alpha blocker to go for walk, go outside the home. Okay. Must take a rest. Understand? Because suddenly blood pressure can go down and patient can fall on road and here and there and having secondary injuries. Understand? Okay, now come here. What is this drug? Tamsulosin. Tamsulosin. This is also alpha blocker. Alpha 1 blocker. Tamsulosin. The male person, elder one, elder age 60, round about 60 or 70 year age. Okay, male patient, they having problem urinary retention. Drug used for urinary retention, if you know cholinergic agonist, bothanicol, carbachol, physostigmine. You remember? Listen here. Bothanicol, carbachol, if the retention due to obstruction, not used for obstruction, okay? If bladder no contraction, then you go for bothanicol and carbachol. Now problem here, obstruction. A male, elder person, 70-year age male, come to you, complain for urinary retention. Okay. What you said to patient? Go for KUB ultrasound, ultrasound of pelvis, bladder, okay? Kidney, ureter, urinary bladder, KUB ultrasound. So what you found on ultrasound? It's a very common problem, elder male patient, prostate. Prostate gland in male patient enlarged. Okay, so prostate gland enlarged, the problem BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia. Benign, it's not a cancer here. Prostate also lead to adenocarcinoma in prostate. Benign prostatic hyperplasia is very common complaint in elder person male. They having urinary retention. Is the bladder here, the urethra sphincter here, the urethra sphincter here having alpha 1 receptor. Okay, clear? It's having alpha 1 receptor here. Okay, here having prostate gland, urethra passing through prostate gland. So if this prostate enlarge, this is prostate gland, okay? If the prostate enlarge, then what happens? This urethra compress. Enlarge process putting pressure on urethra. Urine here, this urine is not coming out, understand? It lead to urinary retention. For the disease condition, benign prostate hyperplasia. Benign prostate hyperplasia. Clear? Because in male patient, even after age of 50, still testosterone there. This testosterone increase the prostate size. Okay. We're using one enzyme here, 5 alpha 5 alpha esterase enzyme. This enzyme help for this testosterone act on prostate. Okay. You're using which drug? Tamsulosin. Which drug? Tamsulosin. This tamsulosin doing what? Block this alpha receptor. If alpha receptor block, then sphincter open. Alpha receptor block, then sphincter open. Patient can pass urine easily. Okay. Tamsulosin first doing this. Tamsulosin, the first doing this alpha receptor, relax the muscle, relax the smooth muscle of sphincter. Okay. Urinary sphincter having smooth muscles. That smooth muscle having alpha 1 receptor. Understand? Alpha 1 receptor. So if you block alpha 1, then smooth muscle relax, sphincter open. This tamsulosin having two benefits. Why this drug is preferable for BPH? Okay. One function block alpha 1 receptor. Another function also block this one, this enzyme. Then the no more increase in prostate size. This drug having double benefit. Understand? Also help to decrease the size of prostate and also help for relaxation of urinary sphincter, then sphincter open, then patient can pass urine easily. An elder person, if male patient come to you with complaint of urinary retention, you first confirm if patient having prostate enlargement, patient undergo investigation ultrasound, KUB, kidney unit bladder, okay, ultrasound. And in that ultrasound, we found that the prostate was enlarged. That patient having BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia. So with tamsulosin, we prefer for BPH. Clear? Clear or not? Okay. Prazosin, trazodone, doxazocine. These are the drug of choice for hypertension. Yeah. Prazosin, doxazocine, trazodone. So these drugs we use for hypertension. What the side effect? Nasal congestion. Another side effect, hypotension. If you take overdose, it can lead to hypotension. So if hypertension, this signal going to brain, yeah, because blood pressure low. You know, baroreceptor system, baroreflex, yeah, baroreceptors. So they give signal to brain, and brain gives stimulation to heart. Heart rate increases. Understand? Heart rate increase. Why? Because of decreased blood pressure. Decreased blood pressure gives signal via baroreceptor signal to brain. Brain gives stimulation to heart. Heart rate increase. This known as reflex tachycardia. Reflex, reflex tachycardia. It's also side effect of trazodone and prazosin. Reflex tachycardia. Done. Right. Number third side effect. For if the patient having like heart failure patient have history of angina or MI, we not use this alpha blocker single therapy for the hypertension. Patient having hypertension, also having cardiac issue, already having cardiac issue because this drug alpha blocker they can increase heart rate. So increase heart rate in heart patient is not good thing. Okay, increasing heart rate in heart patient is not a good thing. So this drug is not used for patient having hypertension plus heart disease. Okay, this I will explain in detail when we learn about CVS pharmacology. Okay, so alpha 1 blocker done. Alpha 1 blocker. Come to alpha 2. Alpha 2, Euhimabine is very little uses. This drug is important, mirtazapine. Mirtazapine act on which receptor? Alpha 2. Mirtazapine act on alpha 2. What is the location of alpha 2? Presynaptic membrane. If you remember the function of alpha 2, decrease the release of insulin, decrease the release of norepinephrine. Okay. Mirtazapine doing what? Block this. So now let me know what happened with norepinephrine. What happened with insulin? Clear? Because you block alpha 2 now, yeah? So increase release of norepinephrine. This concept clear? Mirtazapine doing what? Increase the release of norepinephrine. Which CNS disease having decreased release of norepinephrine? Depression. Understand? Mirtazapine have only used for CNS issue, depression. This mirtazapine going in brain, enter to brain, and increase norepinephrine in the brain. Okay, increase norepinephrine. What's the problem in depression? Norepinephrine low. Yeah, in depression. So mirtazapine used as antidepressant. Mirtazapine used as antidepressant. What is the effect of mirtazapine on blood sugar level? Let me know. Effect of mirtazapine on blood sugar level. Hypoglycemia. Understand? Mirtazapine decrease blood sugar level. Why? Because mirtazapine increase insulin level. Clear? So it's all about mirtazapine. Now come to another drug. You have been little uses. Okay. So you can see from the book, not to memorize, but rarely question comes about this unit. Second here, non-selective now. Phenoxybenzamine. Second one, phentolamine. Phentolamine, phenoxybenzamine. They block alpha 1 and alpha 2. Both block. Understand? This one, reversible. How about this one? Irreversible. irreversibly block receptor, reversibly block receptor. They block both receptors, phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine. Phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine, they block alpha 1 and alpha 2. On one side, they block alpha 1. When they block alpha 1, norepinephrine, listen carefully, norepinephrine not working on alpha 1, yeah? On another hand, they also block alpha 2. So what happens in sympathetic system if you're using phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine? Increase level of norepinephrine. Understand? Clear or not? Increase level of norepinephrine. You also block alpha 1, so norepinephrine not working on norepinephrine receptor. Which receptor? Alpha 1, yeah? Now, norepinephrine not working on alpha 1 receptor. It's mean norepinephrine doing the same thing here, phenoxybenzamine doing the same thing like trazocine and prazosin, vasodilation, yeah? Clear? This done or not? This concept. Okay, now come to another side. Alpha 2 receptor. Alpha 2 receptor increase the release of norepinephrine. This you know, if you block alpha 2, then more norepinephrine. Okay, now let me know norepinephrine where go? Norepinephrine automatically go to beta 1, beta receptors, okay? Norepinephrine, firstly attached with alpha. First preference for alpha. You already block alpha and also release norepinephrine. So now norepinephrine very high concentration there, yeah? So norepinephrine where go? Norepinephrine attached with beta vessel beta 2. Norepinephrine attached with beta 2 causing what? Strong vasodilation. So what happened with blood pressure? Very, very low. Clear? Blood pressure going down. Understand? On another side, okay, this norepinephrine also go for beta 1. Why not going for alpha? Because you're using phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine, they block both alpha, yeah? So norepinephrine not allowed to attach with alpha. Now norepinephrine attached with alpha 1 first, then attach with alpha 2 second, then attach with beta 1, then attach with beta 2. Because you block this receptor, these two receptors already blocked, done. Now norepinephrine go for beta 1 and go for beta 2. Clear? For beta 1 and beta 2 attach for beta 2 causing vasodilation, decrease blood pressure. But on another hand, what happened here? Also stimulate beta 1. If you stimulate beta 1, you increasing heart rate, yeah? You increasing heart rate. So now let me know what happened with blood pressure. Blood pressure on one side decreasing, another hand increasing, yeah? Phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine are not good drug for hypertension because on one hand they decrease blood pressure by causing vasodilation, okay? On another hand, they increasing the heart rate. The heart rate compensates decrease in blood pressure. Clear? So it's not a drug of choice for hypertension. We not prefer for hypertension. Phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine, these drugs, they block both alpha 1 and alpha 2 receptor, not used for hypertension. For hypertension, if you want to use for hypertension, alpha blocker, selective alpha blocker. Selective alpha 1 blocker used for hypertension. Prazosin, doxazosin, trazocine. Understand? Phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine not preferred for hypertension. What is the another effect? So, for what purpose you can use? Alpha 1 blocker also present on urinary system, yeah? I just now explained. Phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine used for BPH. Phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine used for BPH. One thing. Phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine also used for pheochromocytoma. Second thing, pheochromocytoma. Pheochromocytoma. Understand? Pheochromocytoma. Phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine used for pheochromocytoma. Done? What is pheochromocytoma? Pheochromocytoma, the last thing, then we finish class. Pheochromocytoma is the adrenal cortex. In center we having adrenal medulla. Everyone know about this anatomy, okay? This adrenal medulla producing epinephrine, because this I already explained. Neuron having three enzyme, okay, and adrenal medulla have four enzyme. Methylase also here, okay. So producing epinephrine in very high, 90% epinephrine and 10% non-epinephrine. Understand? So mostly releasing epinephrine. So this epinephrine going to beta 1 and beta 2. Clear? So beta 1, this epinephrine increasing heart rate, you're increasing blood pressure. Understand? So in pheochromocytoma, this patient must undergo surgery. Pheochromocytoma, tumor of adrenal medulla. Okay, understand? Cancer of adrenal medulla, tumor of adrenal medulla, releasing what? Very high concentration of epinephrine and norepinephrine. This done? Epinephrine and norepinephrine, especially epinephrine very high. So this person undergo surgery. In surgery, before surgery we give anesthesia, yeah, then perform surgery. The doctor doing what? Try to remove adrenal gland. Remove adrenal gland. Clear? So when the doctor touch this gland, adrenal gland, so what happened? Because these were the cancer cell, they already producing lot of epinephrine, okay? Lot of epinephrine there. So when they cut this gland, lot of epinephrine enter to blood, patient blood pressure and heart rate very high on surgery table. Patient can die. Bleeding not stop. You know, when person undergo any surgical procedure, the patient blood pressure must be under control, yeah, otherwise not able to stop bleeding during surgery. Clear or not? So to prevent this, before surgery, write this sentence, before surgery, what the use here? Before surgery of pheochromocytoma, what you use? Give phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine. Understand? These two drugs not allow this hypertensive crisis on surgery table. Understand? They can prevent this very high blood pressure. Clear or not? Just before surgery, we control the patient blood pressure just before surgery. Give phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine to pheocytochroma patient. Understand at what time we use? Just before surgery for pheochromocytoma, we use phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine. Understand? Just before surgery. Just before surgery. Second use, it's not for pheochromocytoma. This patient undergoes surgery, needs surgery, yeah? Before performing surgery, that time use phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine. Clear? And we also can use for BPH, phenoxybenzamine, and also use for BPH. What is the drug of choice for BPH? Phenoxybenzamine, phentolamine, or tamsulosin?
Tamsulosin.
Tamsulosin, what give you? Why you prefer tamsulosin? Tamsulosin give me two benefits. Number one, block alpha receptor. Yeah. Another benefit, also block this enzyme. So also decrease the size of prostate. Understand? But phenoxybenzamine phentolamine only block alpha 1 receptor uniretention decrease, but not no effect on prostate size. Okay. So the drug of choice for BPH, if the question given there, drug of choice for BPH like alpha 1 blocker, TAM solution is the best drug of choice. Clear? Drug of choice for BPH, TAM solution. Another option, phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine. Okay, last your homework. What is, if write this question, tomorrow I will ask you. What is effect of phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine on blood pressure in presence of norepinephrine and epinephrine? If the person using phentolamine and phenoxybenzamine, in the inside the patient, we are using norepinephrine also and epinephrine also in the blood there. What will happen in the patient? What will affect on this blood pressure? Okay, try to understand this question. In what effect on blood pressure? Okay, the real question, effect on blood pressure of phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine in the presence of epinephrine. Two question, okay, also in the presence of norepinephrine. So what happened with the blood pressure if these two drug like phenoxybenzamine, phentolamine also with norepinephrine, phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine with epinephrine, what interaction with these two things? Okay, try to solve this. Just your homework. If you have any question, you can ask me later, okay, in group. Tomorrow we will learn about beta blocker, inshallah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See you.
Thank you, sir.
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you,
Assalamualaikum
Waalaikumsalam.
sir.
Allah. Allah Hafiz.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Thank you, sir.